Understandable smooth shit that murderers move with. Understandable smooth shit.
POPAVIST made smoother than your smoothest criminal. Shamo, about that money, what we getting to.
You know the vibes.
Ooh la la, we.
They go.
Ooh la la, we.
We go.
Ooh la la, we.
The club.
Ooh la la, we.
Hey.
Ooh la la, we.
Hey.
Ooh la la, we.
That vibe.
Ooh la la, we.
That knock.
Ooh la la.
And you know the motherfucking vibes. Yeah, kid. Made it through another weekend. Well, actually made it to another weekend. Not made it through yet. That'll be Monday, God willing. Made it to another week, you know what I mean? So the weekend is here. Energy is up. I'm feeling blessed as you should. Yeah, kid. Let's get a yeah, kid, for feeling good about, you know what I mean, being here, happy to be here. Yesterday was the 21st day of the 21st year in the 21st century. Boom. But you cannot go back to 21 if you're over 21. You know what I mean? You can't go back. It's not forever 21. You know what I mean? But you know what it is. You now tuned in. POPAVIST, POPAVIST TV. We live. We rolling. We real. We unscripted. Authentic. That feeling on a Friday. Yes. Tony. There was no other way. We in the end game now. And if you know, you know. That's that caramel latte coffee. I'm a coffee connoisseur, by the way. You know what I mean? That's why I got to take days off from the coffee sometimes, because I'll drink coffee every day. But that's side note. All right. The weekend is here. Like I said, the energy is up. And we got a lot to get to today. Like, I'm getting ready for Juma. You know what I mean? Virtual Juma. Haven't been to the masjid in, I'm going to say, since March of last year, I think, when they shut it down. So next month will be, no, not next month. I'm trying to get ahead of myself. Super Bowl is next month, still in January. But March, when March come, it'll be a whole year. You know, obviously things shut down. I'm sure some places of worship open back up, but the joint I go to, they not having none of that. They like, nah, we going to keep it closed until, you know, we really know for sure. So, you know what I mean? So Juma's in a little bit, couple hours. It's early. After that, I'm going to go to the gym to get right. You know what I'm saying? Then I got a video shoot later up in Harlem. You know what I mean? Shouts to my boys in Harlem. You know what I mean? And later on after that, we're going to be getting up with Will Tracks, the voice of the city, a.k.a. the voice of all cities. If you know, you know. And if you're celebrating the birthday today, then you know the vibes. Shine a light on them. Hey, somebody shine a light on them. Hey, shine a light on them. Hey, somebody shine a light on them. I mean, every day is a gift. Live in the moment. Now let's get to it. Real quick couple of tidbits. You know what I mean? LeBron, not really a statement game over Giannis last night. I told you, Gray. And I hope you went with the Lakers, you know what I'm saying? He hit the bat line like, yo, Lee, Giannis or LeBron? I'm like, what's the spread, 2? Take the Lakers. They just coming off that horrible loss to the Golden State Warriors after I came on the show like, yeah, take the Lakers, give up 19 points, and then lose to Steph Curry and them boys, which I told y'all they will be improving. But then last night they lose to the Knicks. Like, you know what I mean? It happens in professional sports. The good teams find a way, and then the good teams find a way to not lose back-to-back games. You know what I'm saying? Usually. But with that being said, I don't think it's no statements for LeBron in his, 18th season or whatever. It's like, he ain't got to make no statements. The statements really should be made by Giannis, in my opinion. Like, and I know he got to feel some type of way now that Harden is in the East Coast, because if y'all remember when they was like, who going to win the MVP and all that, it could have been Harden, but Giannis ended up winning it. Harden was like, I wish I could just run up and down the court and just dunk the ball. You know what I mean? I could do that all day. And then Giannis was looking with the side eye like, what? Like, I do more than that. I'm the MVP. I'm that dude. I'm nice like that. And he is, you know what I mean? That's why I was definitely, I won't say respectfully disrespect. Shout outs to Uncle Murder when he was like, I mean that respectfully, when he was like, Giannis is in the playoffs looking like JaVale McGee. You know what I mean? Shout outs to JaVale McGee because he's a champion. But with that being said, I know Giannis got to feel some type of way now. Like, damn. You know what I mean? We had a real chance. If it was just KD and Kyrie, then, you know what I mean? Like, Giannis and them probably could come out too, even though I had Philly. And I don't know if I'm going to have Philly now. I'm not going to back off it yet because they got Harden and I'm a New Yorker. And, you know, it's like it's blasphemous to say now that we got a good team that you're not going to root for them. So I am rooting for them, you know what I mean? And I'm going to bet on them. I bet on them a few times already, even though it's early in the season. And they play tonight. They played Cleveland again after Saxton just dropped 42. Jackie Robinson, you know what I mean? Like 4-2, no defense. Whole lot. Overtime, 22 points. And y'all know because it's old news. But they play again tonight. Brooklyn giving 6.5. KD not playing, though. And this is what I was telling y'all throughout the season. You know what I mean? Like, coming off the injury that he had, he probably not going to play every game. And he probably not going to play a couple of back-to-backs. And you still got to mesh and, you know what I mean, all that. So that's why we rooting for Brooklyn. And they got a great chance to get to the finals and hopefully see LeBron because that's what we really want to see now. Last year, we all was clamoring and wanting to see the Battle of LA, like, you know what I mean? Who was going to be, Bron or was going to be Kawhi? I am the captain now. And it didn't happen thanks to Denver, you know what I mean? LA, Lakers, that is, they kept their part of the deal and the Clippers didn't. So this year, I'm not really clamoring for that now. Now that Kyrie is in Brooklyn and with KD, they got a great chance to get to the finals. I want to see Kyrie play against LeBron, and I also want to see KD play against LeBron because this will be the third time. This will be the fourth time. Not one, not two, not three. Yeah, because LeBron, they beat Kevin Durant and Harden in the finals when they was on OKC. Then 2 times in the finals with Golden State. And then now, if he make it with Brooklyn. So that's why it'd be great theater. But we ain't going to spend too much time on that. Matter of fact, we is going to spend some time on that real quick. Give y'all some quick picks tonight. It's the picks for tonight. No, Gray, I hope you took Lakers. Hope you took the Lakers last night. This is what we got tonight. This is some good picks right here. I like Dallas over the Spurs tonight. I like Philly over Boston again tonight. They just played, but I like Philly again, -4.5. And I like Phoenix over Denver, Denver getting 1. And I like Sacramento -4.5 over the New York Knicks. So that's the picks for tonight. But before we jump off basketball, so last night, Shaq, after Utah just finished winning, they was interviewing Spider, you know what I mean, Donovan Mitchell, you know what I mean, a baller. And Shaq was like, yo, you know, I kind of, you know, I don't know if you heard the comments, but I'm going to reiterate. He ain't backing down, you know what I mean? I like that about Shaq. And he's a 4-time champion, so he allowed to talk shit, like, you know what I mean? Even though it seemed like he be hating on players, especially JaVale McGee, you know what I mean? It seemed like he be hating on him, but it's commentation. It's a sports show. He's talking sports now, and he's a 4-time champion, one of the most dominant players that the NBA has ever seen. So I mean, what the hell are you gonna do, right? But anyway, when he was on inside TNT and all that, Shaq was like, I'm saying that you don't got what it takes to get to the next level. And what you think about that? And Donovan Mitchell was like, oh, all right, cool. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna put too much energy into that. So Shaq was like, that's all you got? That's all you got? That's all you going to say? He's like, yeah, that's all I'm going to say. People have been saying I couldn't do it since, high school or whatever it was. And so, Black Twitter, NBA Twitter, I told y'all, I'm in the streets. That's social media, though. We all got those, those accounts. And it'd just be interesting to see what people think, they thoughts, they train of thought, why they thinking that way. But a lot of the comments like, yo, he hating and listening to that. And I didn't view it that way. I viewed it as, I guess I don't view a lot of hate when people be saying that, by the way. It's because I don't have a lot of invisible haters. Like, I don't really let that consume me. You know what I'm saying? I don't let that consume me with the imaginary, haters, and everybody got a hater. But like I said, as an athlete, and this is for the athletes, but maybe it's not for the athletes too. If you need that extra internal motivation, I am your motivational speaker. You know what I mean? Like, if you need that extra internal motivation to do what you got to do, like you need to feel slighted, then by all means, feel slighted and then get to the work at hand. So Donovan, he just like, yeah, I'm like, all right, cool. If that's what you think, that's it. But Shaq, in my opinion, was really just trying to push him and motivate him to be greater than what he already shown that he could be. And then last year in the playoffs, even though they did lose a 3-1 lead, but so did the Clippers. In fact, a lot of people last year lost to Denver on some 3-1 leads. Shit like, I mean, they was the comeback kids last year. They got a good team, even though it's not looking like it early in the season. But he showed us what type of level he could take it to as an individual. But now it's a team sport, you know, more than anything in the NBA. Well, really, football is a more team sport because in the NBA, you can dictate by your dominance on defense and offense. You could change some games. 1 or 2 games you can win by yourself if you that dude and you fit in that higher category of players. You know what I mean? And it's not a lot of them. But I think he could be one of them. Last year, he proved it, even though he lost. All right, so let's keep the sports going. Let's on a sadder note. While I'm getting ready and shit, just, you know what I mean? Like I said, about to get ready for Juma and go to the gym and then, you know, finish out the rest of the day. Got a busy day. But while the news is on in the back, you know what I mean? You hear HANKAARON, you know what I mean? Rest in peace. May Allah have mercy. May Allah give his family the strength to get through these, you know, hard times. It's grievous time for them. So it's a loss. So condolences. But HANKAARON died, 86. Still relatively young. I mean, we living longer and longer, and you know, as he aged, you know, he looked good for his age, you know, as opposed to some other people. But one of the best, if not the best, obviously, he held the home run record for a long time too. Barry Bonds came along, you know what I mean, and knocked him off. But it's looked at with a side eye for Barry, obviously, with the steroid era. My take on that when it was happening, it wasn't that big a deal, so maybe I'm not the one to speak on it. But I side with the logic of no matter how strong I got, you know what I mean, even if it was based off what I did, you still have to have eye and hand coordination to hit the ball. Like, you still got to make contact with the ball. You still have to hit the ball. So with that being said, it wasn't like, you know, the cheating of the Astros, you know what I mean, the Houston Astros, where they stealing the signs. They hitting garbage cans and doing all type of stuff to get the edge that way. It's just like, I just got stronger. You know what I mean? I wasn't going to get this buff in the gym. There's only but so much, you know, curls and shit I could do in the gym. So this is going to help me get stronger. But I still have to be able to see the ball and make contact. But with that being said, we lost a great one. And, you know, it just ties into, not only was he a great player, well, you hear, you know, the people that obviously know him and the aficionados of baseball, and I'm definitely not one of them. I bet on baseball, but I'm not an aficionado of baseball. But they say, like, he was just a classy dude. And not only that, but the stuff that he had to endure during that era. And then you look at other athletes of, you know, color look like me, but you're black. Yeah, we black. You know what I mean? African American, you know, however you view people of color, you know, the colored folks, however you view it and feel comfortable with identifying yourself with. But you're black. They had to go through a lot. You know what I mean? The Jackie Robinsons, like I said, the Saxton just dropped 42. So the Jackie Robinsons, the Jim Browns, the Kareem Abdul-Jabbars, the greats. You know what I mean? Muhammad Ali, the great Muhammad Ali. You know what I mean? May Allah have mercy. It's just like the climate of what was going on then spilled over into their lives. Obviously, the segregation, certain things they couldn't do, or treatment that they received, death letters and back of the buses and all that. That made us stronger as a people, as a whole, as a community, to be able to stick together, to keep the ranks tight. And the message was of that, you know what I mean? That's where that come from, to the people, you know what I mean? When you fast forward and you look at the stuff that's going on now, you see less than that, you know what I mean? For whatever reason, like we still not on the same page. And I'm not gonna get too political and all that with it, you know what I'm saying? Just want to throw that out there. So rest in peace to the great, you know what I mean, HANKAARON, and for the work that he did, you know what I mean? Moving on, with that same vein, some fuckery going on in Harlem. Y'all probably seen it. The young dudes, you know what I mean, followed the girl in the liquor store, offered to buy her wine, and when she refused, they followed her, beat her up, bit her face, you know what I mean, kicked her and all that, stole her phone. Like, what? are we doing? Like, is this what it's really about? Like, I mean, it's not acceptable in my book at all. And, you know, because they wasn't masked, they had the mask on, but, you know, they wearing the masks down, you know what I'm saying? Their faces was able to be seen. And so, as I commented on it like everybody else did when it first came out last night, I think that's when I seen it, watching the news. You know what I mean? I put on my social media platform that they bozos, they clowns, there's some coward shit. I don't co-sign that. I never did. You know what I mean? Even though as a kid I did fuck stupid shit too. And I, you know, paid the price. Somewhere along the line, karma gonna come back and get you. If it's not for the shit that you did right then and there, something else will happen, or it may happen to somebody you love. You know what I mean? Maybe your moms may get mugged, and you know what I mean? And I don't wish that on nobody, moms, obviously. But what I'm saying is the universe has a way of grabbing you by the shoulders, shaking the shit out of you, and saying, oh, this is how you want to give it up. Oh, this is what you want to do? You want to be a knucklehead? All right, well, we're going to show you know what I mean, how we give it up. And the universe definitely, you know, if you don't believe in karma or, you know, however you view things when they come back around 360, because they will. So they're going to get what they deserve, whether it's from some dudes in the hood that know them, you know what I mean? And I don't know none of them. Their faces wasn't recognizable to me. And they young, you know what I mean? They look young, you know what I mean? So there's only been so many people I know, you know what I mean? They may know me or whatever, but, you know what I mean? They're going to get what they deserve, you know what I mean? Whether through the law enforcement's probably going to catch them, or like I said, through some other niggas in the street that's like, oh, that was my cousin, or however it was. And hopefully she got some cousins or a man or somebody that's, I won't say connected, because it's like, damn, we shouldn't even have to go through all that. Like, why is this even happening? Like, you're not going nowhere else doing that. And I'll give this the last example before I stay on them. I mean, I take it back to the prison, and also to the KRS-One song, Black, Black, Black. You know what I mean? And the song, he say, if you down with the fuckery and all that, or it's people that's usually down with the fuck shit, they're not going to be the ones that stand on the front line. And I'll just give, like I said, I won't keep going back, but sometimes you got to, you know, look back to go forward. And in this case, you know, everybody don't know my story or, you know, shit that I've been involved in or whatever. So sometimes it's good to elaborate so people can know. But being locked up, you know what I mean? When you got all these people that's ganged out and they tough, they gonna kill you, they gonna cut me, they gonna take my commissary, they gonna do everything to me, you know what I mean? But once them police and them crackers come, they're not going to do nothing. They're not going to do nothing. They're not even going to write a grievance. And if you ever been locked up, then you know. That's one of the first things I did after locking with KO. You know what I mean? Being next to him and getting that energy. I'm like, oh, this is so niggas is fake tough. And they just ganged up. You know, when they ganged up, that's when they tough. But by themselves, they not tough. They not educated. They don't even know how to read and write. They got the wrong people leading them. And so let me jump on this grievance. And that's like I said, if you know, you know. Being on grievance, being a grievance rep or LIC rep in prison, in certain prisons, the maxes, and this was in Comstock that I did it, you a target because you are a direct threat or challenge to the everyday normal activity. Like, you the ones that's going to speak up and say, nah, y'all don't supposed to just take my commissary like that. Or nah, I don't supposed to lose my recreational privileges because of this, so I'm going to fight that. You know, I'm not going to just let you handle me any type of way you want to handle me. But the point is, the people that's want to, you know, cut me, or they want to stab me, or, you know what I mean, or any other prisoner that, you know, we all prisoners at this point in time. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, okay, so I got to be the one to get the bad end of the stick. But when them crackers come in here and say, yo, you dead on this, or we just going to take, you got an extra shirt or whatever it is, they're not going to fight back. And it's the same thing out here. Like, you know what I mean? You're going to hear all the gangster, you know what I mean? The easy NWA, gangster, that's what they yelling. And when it's time to go protest or it's time to go fight, you know what I mean? On the front lines against some shit that you say you with. Not going to do it. And that's the whack part. That's the sad part, because there's too many people that's rah, but when the really time to hit the fan, these going to be the people in the back. You're not going to see them. You know what I mean? And that's whack. So whoever's leading, you know what I mean, I always bring it back to home, because it's like, whoever they under, you know, if they with somebody, you know what I mean, and you know what I'm talking about, and if they not with somebody, whatever men is around them, whatever uncles, whatever fathers, whatever older cousins or whoever, you got to be telling them like shit like that is unacceptable. You know what I mean? So that they know it's not cool. We got to start in the house first. If you letting it be if you down with the fuck shit, like I said, I did a video, if you down with the fuck shit, if you encouraging the fuck shit, if you involved with the fuck shit, if you consumed by the fuck shit, then that's the message you giving out to whoever's around you. Like, yeah, I'm down with the fuck shit. I'm down with it. So if you rolling with me, you condoning the fuck shit. We gotta put a pause on that, because that should never happen. You know what I'm saying? But it did, and they're gonna probably get what they deserve, one way or another. You know what I mean? And I have no trepidation on saying that they're gonna get what they deserve. But we are in the end game. You know what I mean? Tony, there was no other way. All right, versus. You know what I mean? Ashanti, Keyshia Cole's 1.5 million. You know what I mean? Like on the Rain Ghost TV, like it's a skit. You know what I mean? I told y'all the best albums got the skits in the chronological order where you don't got to press fast forward at all. Let the album play through. So it's one joint on there, they're like, no names. All the guns and serial numbers is clean. And I'm messing it up, but he's like, it's a point in the joint, he like, no names, 1.5 million. I like that. I mean, they talking contract shit, but shout outs to them last night on the Verses on the gram. They had 1.something million up in there. So that was big. I think because, you know, you had the Uncle Murder talk about it in the wrap up. It was supposed to happen. Then Ashanti got the virus. Then she got better, had to reschedule. And I ain't watched the whole thing. You know what I mean? Keep it a buck. They was late starting, and I watched up till, yeah, I watched up till they took a break. When they got off the screen to go use the bathroom or do whatever they did, then I was off it. So I got to see from that point, forward. And it was all right. It's just like my take on the Verses, if you know, you know. And that's what I want to talk about. One, why was we dragging her like that? I mean, you look at the comments all over on YouTube, like she using pills or she on coke, stuff that I'm just allegedly, this is what people are saying. I'm not saying that. I'm saying this is what people were saying. And if it's true, then she need help. You know what I mean? But it was like her energy was bad. And I really didn't view none of that. Like, and I haven't watched none of those reality shows with her on it. But some of the comments was like, this is who she is. This is how she been. So I didn't view it like she was negative or she had the bad energy. You know, the way the screen was, she couldn't stand up. Maybe she couldn't get loose like she wanted to. And, she was bigging Ashanti up and Ashanti was bigging her up too. But sometime when, Keyshia was singing, Ashanti was whispering shit to whoever, I guess, was in the background. Sometimes she was on her phone and, it is what it is. It's not like it's a real battle. It's really just a spectacle of entertainment. You know what I mean? To see, who got the best catalog. And in my opinion, I think it's kind of even. You know what I mean? But if you far as saying voice-wise, then obviously that's not even a debate, in my opinion. As far as who got the better voice, singing voice, it's Keyshia Cole's. You know what I mean? It's KC. Now, who got the better songs? Like I said, I didn't listen to the second half, so, you know what I mean? But I think they did 12 songs apiece up until that point. And it was like even, you know what I mean? It was like even to me. But I don't want, that's just my take. I don't know why they was dragging her. If she is on drugs and she need help, that probably ain't helping all the negative energy. Y'all saying she was negative, but then y'all putting mad negative comments. So go figure, right? It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. As far as R&B, I think it's more of a catalog. Even the rappers, and that's what I want to really get to. Even when the rappers did it, like Fab and Jada, that's the first one I've seen, and that's the first video I did. So go look at the other video on my thoughts on Jada and Fabulous battling or verses. As MCs, it's cool to see who got the better catalog. And to me, I haven't watched all of them. You know what I mean? I did see the DMX and Snoop one, and that was the best one that I've seen to me. Catalog, they was both there in the studio. The energy, you know what I mean? To hear the stories behind it. And some of the stories behind the Ashanti and Keyshia Cole songs too was interesting to me. But this is where we at in hip hop. Like, I know we was locked down, so we needed some entertainment. Well, you got a whole battle world, like, right? It's a whole battle world, battle rappers. They got their whole division now. Like, shout outs to Smack and all the people that's involved, with watching that evolve to what it has evolved now, because that's great theater too. That's why we tune in. And I like the battles, you know what I mean? Can't keep up with all of them, but it is great theater. Who I would like to see go with each other and all that. But really, Imagine if that just was hip hop. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't have to separate. Like, yeah, you could go against the people that's current and making songs now. Like, why we gotta make it a versus? Like, that's why I said in the video with Jada and Fab, yeah, it's dope that they play some of their classic songs. But imagine if they just came with 10 rounds of new bars to battle each other. That shit would have been epic. I would have paid to see that. I paid $200-300 to watch Fab and Jada really battle with shit that we never heard and they going in with the bars. Or, you know, like Busta or whoever, you know what I mean, was to do it. You know what I mean? The Mook and, like I said, the Drake, even though that never would have happened, and Mook probably would have killed him anyway. Battle-wise, maybe not, obviously not song-wise. He ain't got no hit records, you know what I mean? So it's just like, why is it a division when you take it back? Most of the bars and the songs that people was coming out with, even though it was songs and hip-hop still fresh and new, it had that battle element. Like, I'm that MC. You know what I mean? You a sucker MC, and I take 7 MCs and put them in a line and add 7 more niggas who think they could rhyme. But it'll take 7 more before I go for mines, and that's 21 MCs at the same time. Easy doesn't do it. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm doing. Like, you heard, just letting it flow. And that's Rakim, by the way, if you don't know. You know what I mean? Like, just bars you could pull out from different artists from back then. Like, you know what I'm saying? Was battle raps. It comes from that. It's the street element. It's the arena of I'm better than you. You know what I mean? So these bars that I'm spitting is for you, and it's for you directly, but it's for you overall as a hip hop community in general. I'm letting y'all know that I'm that dude. You know what I mean? Like, come get some, you little crumbs. I mean, you little bums. I take the cake, but you can't get a crumb. Like, you know what I mean? It's all these rhymes and stuff like that. I'm your idol, your highest title, numero uno. Bars and songs that already sounded like battle raps. Fast forward, you can't even, people are so sensitive. It's like, we got to separate the battle niggas. We got to take them out of hip hop, so to speak, and put them separately so that they can have their own world, because they can't mix with the artists that's current. Like, what are we doing? Why? Like, why is it that and again, get your paper, especially for the people that made these platforms, you know, grow and evolve to what it is now. They got their own app or whatever. You got to sign up. That's great. You got the Queen of the Ring. You got all this shit. You know what I mean? That's dope. I tune in when I can. But why is it like that? Why is it not, you know what I mean? Just rap, just the rap. I would like to know. I really don't have no reason. The only thing that people really come up with is the battle rappers, they don't make good songs. And the rappers or the people that's in the industry, they're not battle rappers, or they can't put no battle bars together. You know, they can't stand on the stage and with no beat and all that and give a person the business. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is. It's Friday. You know what I mean? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification button, so when I upload the videos, you get alerted. Would love to know what you think about why is the battle rap and the hip hop separated, besides that argument of they can't make good songs, so we can't battle. Like, even if, like I said, even if you can't make a song, I could battle, and you are in hip hop, so you can make some bars and some songs. Like, why are we separating it? You know what I mean? Why is not all one together? What's your thoughts on that? Because I would like to know. What y'all think of the Keyshia Coles and the Ashanti? Was she have bad energy? They were saying she was drinking Hennessy. Like, it was all type of crazy comments. And I wasn't like tuned in. I was doing some things, so it was on, and I was hearing it and listening, like I said, up till the intermission. And then I had other things to do, so I didn't really get to see that. But what y'all think? You know what I mean? The fuckery that's happening in Harlem, it ain't just happening in Harlem. Let's be clear. It's happening all over. You know, still kids are getting killed. You know what I mean? Babies through random, not meant for them shootings, because people can't shoot. They shooting like this, you know what I mean, with their eyes closed, or they running away shooting because they scared. They don't know how to shoot. You know what I mean? You're not getting right up on them. There's still a lot of fuckery going on. And, let me know y'all thoughts. You know what I mean? Because I definitely would like to know. You already know my thoughts. If you don't, hit the subscribe button. Again, share the video. And come tune in with your boy POPAVIST. Real, raw, unscripted, authentic. That feeling on a Friday. Let's get ready for Juma. Let's go to the gym. I'll be back. Yeah, kid.